we go.
Hello everyone, this is John with Money on the Floor Currency Trader. And today I was just going over last week's trading. Was pretty awesome. We had a call out in our signal service that came right here, went down to profit, and then I had traded it back up, traded it back down, and then we had basically had a head and shoulders, dropped back down, had a big W, went up, made a big M, tried to come back down. But these were some great trades, and if you didn't catch all these trades, don't be surprised. The market's been very, very difficult, very hard to trade. So basically what I do is when I come into you have to have a good system, and then plus you have to also understand the market, which means you need to understand structure, which is right here. You need to understand support and resistance, how these areas are very, very strong. And then you need to understand the market, how it moves, whether it's a W, whether it's an M, whether it's a triangle to a megaphone, back to a triangle. So I mean, all these things make a difference whether you understand what's going on in the market. And this is all the stuff I teach in my coaching classes. So we have the boot camp, which we teach all this stuff. We basically start out with support and resistance. We go to structure. What is structure? Why is structure? How do we use structure? And then from there we go to patterns in the market. And then with price action. With those four things, we keep adding upon that thing. As far as looking left is what the markets are trying to get us to do, money management, all the things that you can think of to help you be profitable in the market. So therefore, with just a naked chart and maybe a few moving averages and drawing your own structure, your own trend lines, being able to figure out what's going on in the market, then we end up going to that indicators are just tools. These are tools to tell us the exact same thing. It's down here telling us that after the W that we're looking for a buy trade. After the pullback, we're looking for a buy trade, that this is an impulse, correction impulse. But you need to already know this so that when these indicators tell you that it's time to go and you believe it and it goes along with what you're trading anyway, your own support and resistance, your structure, where it's at top or bottom of the market. Remember, if you're at the bottom of the market, you want to buy. You're at the top, you want to sell. That's all there is to it. If you're not sure it's at the bottom, we have a strong structure. We left structure. So when we teach it, we oscillate around the 50. So we have an A plus trade that comes down, goes back to the 50. Comes A plus trade down, back to the 50. And once we break that, now it's trending. Now we're looking for an impulse, correction, impulse all the way up. We exit at the top, and then we're looking to come back down to the 50. And that's what we know the market's doing all the time. But using indicators, you can see the higher time frames telling you whether it's a strong sell or a strong buy. Then right now you can see the triangular MACD at this time is saying a strong buy or strong sell. When they're both together, that is a strong trend. That is a strong trend. And when you get an arrow, RSI is going the same direction. This right here is just telling us that the triangle MACD has clicked over, same as that red arrow at the top, because sometimes we miss it. This is our famous A plus arrow, which is at the beginning of every big move. But the thing is, you still need to know how to trade with naked charts. If you don't know how to trade on here, no indicator in the world will ever help you, and that's the problem. So if you're tired of doing the cycle of buying indicators and buying more indicators and still not making money, you need to learn how to trade properly without them. And that's something I teach in the boot camp. And right now it is on sale. It's only $800. It's going to go back to $1,200, I'm sure, very soon. But I'm trying to get as many people in there to help out. So right now the price is down, so please take advantage of it if you're tired of doing this circle. Then what happens is no matter what indicators you use, you'll be fine because you know where the market's going. If the indicators say the same thing as you think, then that makes a great trade. Now, I mean, here, look at these other indicators here, which I use for sessions. It works out really good. So in Sydney, I'm looking for one good trade down. In London, I'm looking for one good trade. New York, one good trade. And then after that, there's one good trade down after that. So we actually had one more trade in here too. So, but the idea, everything is here telling us this, but it has to go along with how you're taught to trade. So if we know structures here at the top, looking right there, New York box, top of New York box is going to be structures right here, and it booked away from structure, went down to the bottom, found more structure, bounced up, had an M, had a W at the bottom. Once it completed the W, it retested, took off, impulse, correction, impulse. So it worked out really nice because everything that you're taught happens in front of you using indicators. You can see it. So and then they just help you. These are just tools to help you. They're not tools to actually trade. I mean, if you didn't understand, I guess you could just go, people that don't understand it, can I just sell the arrow? Yes, you can, but eventually you're going to end up losing money because the arrow will be wrong. The market will do something different if you don't understand what it's doing, and then there's no way to correct that. You're just liable for the information for off indicators, and they do lie sometimes because the market changes things up. And if you don't understand what the market is doing, then you're in trouble. So that's the whole thing. So if you want to beat your fellow competitor, because anytime you lose, some other trader won. And if you want to beat that trader, you have to be more educated. And this is what makes you educated, is the training. And it doesn't have to be my training, it could be somebody else's training, but make sure it's something that you understand that finds the money in the market. Because if you zoom out, the money is only so much money there. So let's zoom out real quick. So let's zoom out, bring this back. Look, there's money right here. There's money right there. There's money coming down. Are you catching that money? If you're not catching that money, then there's something wrong with your system. There's something wrong with your training. So you need to get help. You can't keep going the same path you're going, because you'll never make it. If you're doing a prop firm, if you're doing live money, it doesn't matter. See, like when I teach people how to trade like this, they come over here, they can see here, okay, where is the one trade per Sydney? There's the one trade in Sydney. So if you caught that whole trade just in Sydney, you made money, you put that in your prop firm, you're probably going to pass. If you caught that one trade in London, you're going to pass. If you caught that one trade in New York, you're going to pass. You're going to put money in your pocket. The idea is that once you get that money, and here, like right here, we got Sydney, came down, made money. From there, it did an impulse correction. Now, you could have traded that if you understood it, but the idea is if you get caught going the wrong way, whatever you made here, people give it back. Then it moves up. If you didn't understand that that was a correction going to continue forward, and you thought it was going to go down, then whatever money here you got, you gave it back. We don't want to give it back. We want to make our money, make our money, make our money, make our money, and walk away. We don't want to give it back in sideways markets. That's the problem. So if you got one good move down, and then you tried to trade some more in the sideways market, you got beat up, and then it finally went back up and gave it back to you. And a lot of traders have that problem. They make profit, they give it back, and they start over again. They make profit, they give it back. They can't keep it, because you got to stay out of the sideways markets. You got to know that that's a pullback, you stay out. Once it tells you to get back in, then you get back in. But you should be able to do this with a naked chart. That's the whole key. That's what we're here to. That's what I'm trying to make you understand, is that with basic teachings, with basic knowledge, and then you work upon that, everything you need is here. And then the indicators make life easier. So that's what it's all about. So if none of this right here makes sense to you, then maybe you need to investigate into, if you don't have the money, I understand, then I would investigate into YouTube and find out all you can about structure. Find out all you can about price action, all you can about patterns in the market. Then start putting all this stuff together, and you'll be able to come up with it on your own. But if you just want somebody to help you and show you what really works, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm willing to show you what really works at a small price of $800. It'll change. How much money are you losing and spending on stuff that doesn't work? That's the key. You're spending I know I did too. It was terrible until I finally got some coaching. I realized I was going about it all wrong, and I had to redo everything I was thinking. So I'm just looking out to help you guys. If you need help, I'm here. Even if you have any questions, or you're just looking for just maybe a question to an answer to your question you got, go ahead and email me. I'll send you. You don't have to buy anything of mine for me to give you an answer to a question. So if you need some basic help, I can give that to you in a video or some support. But if you're looking for coaching, if you're looking to change your trading, or you're looking to be a very profitable trader, I can help you there too. So anyway, it's on sale right now. I'll leave the website in there so you can get to it, and we'll go from there. Hopefully I'll see a couple of you come across. But if you want to learn how to trade with naked charts, and then how to use indicators that I give you that comes with everything, and then you'll be able to move on your own. So either stay with me in a group trading session, which would be a trade room, or you like to trade by yourself and you take off on your own and do your own thing, and then once in a while you get together with me, and because you ran into a little bit of help, and that's not a problem. Anyway, thank you so much. We'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.